This rosemary will stay okay until like the first frost in November, a hard frost. And so it's still growing great. The strawberries have spread like wildfire. These are the white strawberries and they're runners everywhere out here. The blueberries are done. They turn that pretty autumn color. I do not know what that is. It looks like part of a tree lost a seed in this pot. It's not those, I don't think. Anyway, more strawberries are in the pumpkins over there. The sage is done. I got a very small green one, very small yellowish orange, and there's, like you saw in the stills, or will see in the stills, there's some random sunflowers here and there. That spider web. This is in the heather bushes along the front of the house. I think he's down that hole. Scary. Those tiny, tiny mushrooms, they kind of look like it. Strawberries and blueberries are all gone. There's a random blueberry right there. But the leaves are all changing and falling off. That blueberry needs to be set up and planted. Strawberries are done. My mom sent over this hens and chicks, and they've just been taken off like nuts. Is that what they're called, hens and chicks? I'm not sure. But there was hardly anything in the basket and has just filled out. She put a little birdie on there. This is where I kept my quail when I could stand it, which I can't stand it anymore. They smell bad, real bad. And this is our bedroom window. Yeah, you could smell it. There are lots of trees and stuff, but there's a meadow clearing here. And I'm pretty sure the deer bed down at night here because they walk through the yard and early in the morning and just before sundown. You can hear the cars down below. There's the road. And then the darker part is in there. I think that's called Huck Salal. It's what people put in flower arrangements from what I hear. They could be huckleberries, I don't remember. These are definitely huckleberries, but the berries aren't big and profuse all over them yet. And this is a ravine that leads to an old fence. You can see, maybe you can't. Oh, I don't know what that was. Some bird. Okay. Anyway, it's state land out there, farther. DNR, Department of Natural Resources, I guess, because it's a natural spring down there. And then that bird is very comfortable with me. I don't know if I took a picture of it earlier. It's still there. Are you gonna move? You just don't care, huh? Oh, there we go. These are blackberries, but they're no good. They're real tiny and real seedy, and the deer will eat them because they've got the lips for it, I guess. I don't know. The road is way down there. I don't know if you can see it. You can hear it for sure. I don't know if you can see it and tell or not, but that mass right there is a root system from a tree we lost a couple storms ago, and it landed toward the road, thank goodness. Not in the road, but toward the road. The deer had their way with the blueberry bushes out here. We can't have them here. So that's what's left of a little piece of, what's it called? You know, like soap, Irish Spring soap. It's supposed to keep the deer from eating my trees. But they did nibble some. But it's getting big enough now. These are ornamental cherries, I think. And so now that it's getting bigger, it can defend itself just with, you know, it can take more nibbles and not hurt it. What is it exact? Does it say on here? Yeah. Not for you though, because it's hard to read. Flowering cherry. It's all blackberries and huckleberries and all of that. And there we have it. I'm looking out from the trees in the yard, front property, at the house. Oh, I haven't walked around like that on the property in a year, maybe more, because I just didn't feel like it. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I left the front door open, and the dogs are at the front door kind of whimpering a little bit, just because they can see me and they think they ought to be out. They probably woke him up, but there's the youngest is still home. It's Sunday morning early, and so the youngest is still home, and I just looked up in time to see him scanning with it, like his hands above his eyebrows, you know, like, where is she? Did she get kidnapped? I don't usually go outside unless I'm getting in my car to leave. Anyway, I yelled, "Hey, do you see me? I'm over here." He went back in the house. He felt better, I guess. I love how the sun comes through the trees. You can sit out here. I was saying we need to get rid of these little bitty picnic tables, I guess, because the grandkids are older now. Well, there's one that'll be, he's 4 now, but he's the only one. He doesn't have a buddy. He had the fortune to be born to older parents. They were both over 40 when he was born. Welcome. I just got that little flag like a couple of months ago. I realized that the one that I had with an orange pumpkin was real faded. It was like 4 years old. That right there is the last rose, and I don't think it'll bloom all the way because it gets way too cold at night now. It's like 48, 47. But I need to go out here and deadhead. Get all the, are they called rose hips? When they're spent, yeah, like this one. I think that's a rose hip, right? Baby roses. Front porch, I guess the front porch is done for now. I mean, for autumn. I usually do way more than I did this time. And there she is. Mama! The goodies for the delivery drivers. My daughter always grabs that Bulldog root beer when she comes over. Patience, Mama. I said on the end of one of my videos the other day to pray for, give good thoughts to, whatever you rock, that Patience was eating toast and she snapped off a tooth at the halfway, a front tooth, not the two front, but one of the front teeth. Snapped it right off in half. And Donna said she's got no pain right now, but she said, I think I can see the nerve. The nerve is exposed. And I thought, oh, that doesn't sound like a baby tooth, but maybe, you know, and the tooth has been loose for a while. So it was already maybe weakening because she literally bit into a piece of toast and it snapped. So anyway, she went to the, I almost said vet. She went to the dentist and they gassed her, you know, with nitrous oxide, and she still had a fit because she was not breathing through. You have to be, you know, willing to breathe through your nose and your mouth, and instead she was crying and howling. And she's a lot like her mom was and a lot like her grandma was and is. So anyway, they pulled it and it's gone and everything's fine now. That was not a nerve she was seeing. I don't know if she even said what it was, but it wasn't a nerve, and so things are better now. Thank goodness. Last night she had a friend over and my daughter Donna took them to the grocery store so they could get a snack pack for the evening. And they got some Jiffy Pop. I don't know if you have Winco in your area. Winco is where it's all like, it's not all, but a lot of bulk items, and you bag your own groceries or put them in a box, and they just, you know, do the register and charge you what it is. Ow, something's biting on me. No, it's not. It's your imagination. I'm scared of bugs. Anyway, she's good, and she had a good time, and Donna said late into the night she could hear them just laughing and laughing, and this is Patience' first year in middle school, and so both girls are 6th grade 11-year-olds. So that's, I think I should go ahead and close this out now, because I don't know if it got the 8 minutes I need it to be, but blue skies today for sure. I hope you guys will consider giving me a thumbs up, maybe telling me about what you've got going in your yard, the end of summer, beginning of autumn that we have here now, and like, comment, subscribe, all that business. Take care, everybody. Bye.